Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Last episode we showed you the unboxing of the bloomin' onion breading thing, whatever. We're gonna try it today. We're gonna try it today. Don't worry, it should come out okay. But I'm gonna cook the bloomin' onion in the air fryer. That way you use less grease and it's more healthy, supposedly. Blah 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 blah. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to it because it won't take very long, especially in the air fryer. Okay, here is the said air fryer cook's companion. I got some butter spray here. Here's our bloomin' onion breading box, whatever you call it, bucket. I'm going to mix some flour and some stuff together in a bowl first. Make sure it mixes good. In this here thing, I got some salt and pepper, some garlic powder, some spicy paprika, and that's pretty much it. That's what we're going to mix in there. And with our flour, I've got a cup of flour here, so we're going to mix those together. Here I've got the onion. I just was one slice because this onion was like wobbly, so I just want to see if it would cut good, and it did. So got some milk and some egg. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so we're using the bloomin' onion kit, and you see the onion fits in there. Well, I had to trim some off because they recommend sweet onions, but hell, the size of them sweet onions, you can't get them in here. Anyway, just gently go all the way down. It won't let you cut all the way down through the bottom. I'm trying to show you. See, it gets right here and it stops. So you're not going to cut through the onion. Like when I used to do these years ago, you used to sit there and pray you didn't cut through the onion. Okay, again, and then lift it out. Now you can probably do as many slices as you want in here. I don't know what an appropriate number would be. I remember we used to cut it in quarters and then cut it again. I'm trying to see it looks kind of straight now. Let's go on this one, I guess. All right. I'm just trying to look for some big spots here, big chunks. I don't know about that one. Anyway, this was Miss Penny's deal. And my little lovely is nowhere to be found. Okay, that's enough of that because I'm getting to, I think I cut a couple of them really tiny. I know what I'm going to do, not going to go way through like that, huh? Okay, that looks like I cut pretty much of it. Oh, let me see this. Yeah, it's right there, slice, see? Okay, so we got the onion. I'm just going to leave it sitting here for a minute. Just for a minute. Okay, now I'm going to mix the egg and the milk. Just mix that up a little bit. Excuse me, let me move it over a little bit. Okay, so now whoop. Now this is I was going to do the one with the buttermilk, but shit, then after you use the buttermilk, it takes you forever to get rid of it. So there's so many recipes for this batter. Some of them you put in the freezer, some you just put them in the refrigerator, put buttermilk in there, put eggs there. I mean, they're all crazy. This was relatively a simple one. Okay, so then what we're going to do, let me rinse this off and dry it. I'll use this to mix my stuff up. And then I'm going to come over this way. I'm going to put my flour in. And then we're going to take our spices and mix that in. Yeah, this paprika, the spicy paprika, that's Penny's dad when she was up there in Ohio, I guess. Uh, he gave us some of this spicy paprika, so we're trying it for the first time because the recipe actually called for some cayenne pepper and paprika, so we just opted to try that. Okay, so really the only thing that this blue container does is your breading's going to go at the bottom. Well, you're going to sprinkle it on and shake it, and it just falls to the bottom. I'm trying not to put no liquid in there. But anyway, this is a normal breading operation, a dredge. So what I'm going to do is move this over here. You guys can see this. So what we're going to do is pop this guy out of the holder. Okay. And as you can see, it's not cut all the way through. It did a pretty good job. But at any rate, so we're going to separate a little bit of this. Okay. We got to dip it in the flour. So we want to separate back out of these a little bit. Trying to get it into all the little nooks and crannies initially. Okay. We're not going to get it too thick, that's for sure. Everybody says, oh, I love blooming onions, yeah. But, I mean, if you can make them yourself, I mean, it would definitely be a cheaper deal. But, you know, we used to make them years ago with deep frying them with a lot of oil. So this might be a little bit better, healthier, I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so now what we're going to do, let me take this off of there. Now what we're going to do is plop this in the egg. And the reason I'm trying to spread these out because we're going to be putting it in the egg, the powder one more time. And I want to be able to get as much of this stuff here stuck. See, that's what I tell you. Make sure you got that root. Don't lose the root. Hang on to the root. All right, enough of you guys in the third row over there. Keep that down, huh? So what we're going to do is plop that thing right back there in the flour again. And then the next one, I'm going to just put it into the bucket and shake it all around. Shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. So we're going to take some flour here, our flour mix, and we're going to dump it in there. This is what I was trying to tell Penny. You know, they always say, oh, put a cup in there. Do this, do this. Yeah, you put a cup in there, and you don't even use a cup. But just have to follow the directions. Okay. Trying to get the excess flour out of there. Now we're going to dunk it back in the egg again. Okay, so let me turn this on for preheat it. Got my preheating my air fryer. You got an air fryer. Make sure, if you don't know that, but you should preheated. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake this off, drain any egg that's in there, try to get it. Not going to be dry, but we don't want to. All right. I'm going to put it in here. Let me move this out of the way. Now, for me, I've been making a few things in the air fryer. Well, everything so far has come out nice and crunchy. So I'm expecting that now. So I'm trying to separate the blooming onion leaves here, get them apart if I can, as much as I can. You know, what is it? Outback or somebody. Everybody started in the 70s and 80s. Everybody was making these things. And they were all so good. I don't know how they did them, but you know, this is what we're doing. I lost a piece of onion. Okay. So now, let me do it this way. Take a spoon. Now what I'm going to do is we're just going to sprinkle this over. Now here's the deal with this part here. This is what little Miss Penny was interested in, so we're just going to shake this around. And see, the idea is the breading falls to the bottom, as you can see, right? And then you just shake it around, tilting it upside down, and it's supposed to help coat whatever you got in there. But all the excess goes to the bottom. Let's see what we got here. Got that turned upside down, but that's pretty well coated, I'd say. Just trying to separate them a little bit more. We'll give it another shake, and then I think it'll be ready once it preheats. Let's pour a little bit more over the top here. I mean, I think this would work really great for chicken wings. And so far, it doesn't look bad for these either. But we'll soon find out, don't worry. Okay, so once the air fryer dings, we're going to be putting this in. Trying to get at this excess stuff here. Let me get I want to get a paper plate really quick. And you guys keep an eye on the air fryer. Let me know when it dings. Okay. Now, like everything else with the air fryer, it's always recommended that you give it a little light spray of cooking oil. Okay. I don't know what I gotta get. Let me get my mat. Don't want to burn the countertop. So we'll set this down right here. And I'm going to give this a little spray on the bottom. And take our onion, plop it right in there. Then, what we're going to do I'm going to take this here, slide this in, set it for 15 minutes. And in about 7 minutes, set my other timer, 7 minutes or so, what we do, we're going to pop this open and we're going to give it another spritz with the oil and check it out. Should only take about 15 minutes total time. We'll see. All right. We'll be back in about 6 minutes, people. Okay, it's been about 7 minutes. I'm gonna take this out here, and don't worry, it'll keep going. If you see got a little color on there, but see there's still some flour in the middle. But see how it's burning up. So I'm gonna spray this again. That's the recommendation. Spray it twice. Once when you start, and once in the middle. So there we go. That smells nice. That butter spray. Okay, so let's pop this back in. Now once you pull this out, the timer stops everything, so you'll be right back to where you were. So it kicked on. So we'll see you guys when the bell bings. Okay guys, moment of truth. I had a little flash with the camera here. So. Wow, that don't look bad. So what we're gonna do, okay guys, there you have it, Bloomin' Onion 101 with the air fryer. We'll see you at the taste test table. Okay, we're at the taste test table with our Bloomin' Onion. It came out good. It's I think it could have a little more breading on it, but that's me. We'll try some of this dipping sauce Penny made. Got a crunch. Tastes good. That official Bloomin' Onion breading box. It did good. There's got to be a way for me, I'm thinking, to really separate the onion and shake it real good in that box. There's also another part that I didn't use because this onion was small, and if I use the they call it a core, it takes out the whole the core of the onion. What when you got left in there. All right. First time air fried Bloomin' Onion. The taste is right on. Like I said, I would have liked it a little more flour, a little more breading, but hey, that's the way it worked. We tried that new gadget. But yeah, everything stayed together. It cooked in a lot of time, 15 minutes. Matter of fact, you can see some of this was getting a little darker. And I'm glad that I stopped it there because I don't want to burn it. At any rate, give us a like, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't yet. And when you do, little notification bell will pop down. You hit that. That will notify you each time that we have another video come up. There's also a little arrow down button right below the video box. You hit that, drop down box will come down. That'll give you a link to Cooking with Mr. Dan Facebook page. And we'll also give you a link to my daughter's artwork page, and it'll give you the complete recipe, ingredients, and how we did this here dish today. So stay hungry, my friends, and when you are, come back and we'll give you another delicious dish just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying stay safe, and we'll see you on the next video. We're out for now.